seasons are spilled down on the floor. All the big stands of timber all ready for falling, and the hustlers sitting watchfully as they wait there at the door.
It's so nice here at the festival to meet someone that comes with such a wealth of experience. But let's just say he's brand new to Winnipeg and brand new to this festival. So welcome, David Bromberg.
Thank you. I'm not sure that I didn't play here 30 years ago.
30 years ago?
Yeah, I might have.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so let's go back to the beginnings. You know, David, when you were the A guy to go to for studio musicians.
Well, I did over 150 albums, and I was on records with Bob Dylan, Ringo Starr, the Eagles. I wrote a song with George Harrison.
What was that like?
Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
That was fun. We didn't really start out intending to write a song. We were at a Thanksgiving Day's dinner together. It was just the family and me and George, and we're guitar junkies, both of us. And there was one kind of old gut string guitar, not much of a guitar, but it was a guitar, and we were passing it back and forth, and before we knew it, we'd written a song.
Fantastic. And well, you know what, you've actually done so much, achieved so much. You did take a long break.
Yeah, 22 years.
22, very long.
Yeah.
And it was a realization, you said.
Yeah, I got burnt out, and I didn't recognize it as burnout, and I wasn't practicing, you know, I just was doing too much touring. And so I thought I was no longer a musician because I wasn't working with music when I wasn't on the road. And I didn't want to be one of these guys who does a bitter imitation of what he used to love. I didn't want to do that to what well, I still loved music, but I didn't want to do that to it. So I decided I had to find another way to live my life, and I did, and I started something that I still enjoy doing, and that's good because I don't want to do this to the point where I'll get burnt out again.
Right. Now, does that happen to be making instruments? You did make violins.
I went to violin making school, but my purpose was not to become a violin maker. My purpose was to become a violin expert. And these days, people bring me instruments to find out who made them because it's a little different than guitars. If a guitar says Gibson, chances are it's a Gibson. If a violin says Stradivarius, chances are it is not. And so people bring me things to identify and appraise. And like music, there's no end to it. No one will ever know it all.
Right.
You know, so it's a constant study, and I enjoy it.
Yeah. What is it like for you now, David, to be on stage and have the fans in front of you again?
It feels very nice. I didn't really expect to see anybody in front of me here, but it was a very nice crowd, and you know, I enjoyed myself.
Well, I think it's so refreshing that at this stage in your life, you can rejoin your fellow musicians and artists again and stand tall.
Well, I'm doing my best.
Well, continue on. And welcome to our festival, David, and I'm sure you're going to be back. Winnipeg has grown to love you.
Thank you very much.
David Bromberg, right here at the Winnipeg Folk Festival.
With so-called friends around to steal her, years are gambled, lost like summer